Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome to The Legend of Zelda. Feels weird not saying anything else after that, and that is because this is the original Legend of Zelda. Yes, the first within the series, the one that started it all. And growing up, I never actually played this one. My first Zelda game was Ocarina of Time. That's what got me into the Zelda series, but being the first within the series, this did kind of define the Zelda series as a whole. But to be completely honest with you guys, I'm not too fond of this game. I'd say the first Zelda game that really feels like a Zelda game is A Link to the Past. Both Zelda 1, which is this one, and Zelda 2 feel very, very outdated. And that's the only issue with them. They just feel very outdated because they were on the original NES, which was the Nintendo Entertainment System, the first home console Nintendo released. And yeah, overall Nintendo didn't really have much in terms of capability. Like their limitations in terms of everything with the graphics, just gameplay, yeah, it kind of reached a certain limit. And as you can see, there wasn't really much going on with this game, though it does put you in the sense of exploration. That's one thing this game really delivers on. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Enough talking about the game. Let's go ahead and do the first thing we must do, and that is, well, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Yes, we get ourselves the sword. This is like the most iconic scene within this game. It's the very first scene within the game. It's how you get your sword. It's really random how you get it. And overall, this game doesn't really feel like much of a story. Like what got me into the series of Zelda was its music, its story, its gameplay, its characters, its atmosphere, all of that. And yeah, with how old this game is, you don't really feel any of that. Like, this doesn't feel like that Zelda game we played. Even like A Link to the Past delivers on it really well because it was on the SNES, which is the Super Nintendo, that being a superior system to the NES, of course. You know, it's a super version of it. So yeah, it definitely ran a lot better. It was what was it? I believe 64-bit instead of 8-bit. So, no, it wasn't. It was 16-bit, I'm pretty sure. 64-bit is the Nintendo 64, and that's why it's known as the Nintendo 64. My point is, yeah, it was a lot more superior console-wise, and that's why it ran a lot better. But anyways, let's go ahead and play the original game. I don't really know why I'm getting into that, but in general, it feels good to play this game again. You know, it's been such a long time, and it's going to take a little bit for me to get used to the controls, because I'm going to be completely honest, the controls to this game are a little wonky for my taste. Like, I'll be honest, they feel definitely very outdated and are very stiff overall. In general, like, playing this game, it feels like it takes like a little bit to get used to. And crap, I did not want to lose a heart, because as you can see, when we have full hearts, and oh sweet, I got a bomb. When we have full hearts, we can shoot beams out of our sword, and I actually want to get myself the bombs right now. That's what I'm trying to do, and to do so, as you can see, I already have them, luckily, but I'm not supposed to. Normally you're supposed to buy them, but we're gonna go ahead and we picked them up from an enemy, which was pretty nice. And these freaking Zolos, I believe they're known as, which, you know, I want to say are the origin of Zoras. And come on, can we get a heart? Okay, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So I have 20 rupees, and with it we can actually purchase bombs. And we do want to actually purchase the bombs because it's gonna give us more than just 4. It's gonna give us 8. So yeah, we could use 8 bombs, I guess. Let's go ahead and now head back. And actually, I could have grabbed that rupee, but yeah, pretty much in the beginning of the game, you're kind of left to really not know what's going on. The game doesn't tell you anything, and that is because, as mentioned, you know, when this game first came out, Nintendo kind of, there were limitations. You know, Nintendo couldn't really do much. The game didn't really come out the best. Like, looking at this game compared to A Link to the Past, it's a huge difference, and you can tell Nintendo really wanted to deliver with this game similar to A Link to the Past, but couldn't, and that's why when you revisit this game, you feel like, what am I doing? But as you saw, I just pretty much blew up a wall and got myself a piece of heart, and if you don't pick up the piece of heart and pick up the potion, then you screwed yourself over because you missed out on a heart container. And this is what I mean by, like, it just feels generally unpolished, and it's weird because it's like the first Zelda game, but it doesn't, like, if you come into it being like, you know, let me see what defined or started the whole Zelda series as a whole and, you know, just get to know it, you might be a little disappointed because, yeah, just the game is very old and outdated. I feel like if you want a true first Zelda experience, it should be A Link to the Past. And yeah, it seems like I'm pretty much praising the game. I'm not per se. I just feel like it started, you know, with the sages, the Master Sword, Hyrule in general, and it actually had useful dialogue. And really, okay, one issue with the game as well is when you get hit, the time frame before you can get hit again is very, very short. So yeah, pretty much like your invincibility frames barely last, and you get hit quickly, which could suck at times. But anyways, we went ahead and got ourselves another piece of heart by blowing up this. This is kind of like second nature for me. I've played this game a lot just because I tried to get good at it, and I'll be honest, I kind of gave up. This game, like, in general, yeah, it wasn't a game I really wanted to get too good at. It was just, I wanted to play it, and I guess you could say master it, because I didn't grow up, as mentioned, playing this, so it felt like I had to play it, since I love every other Zelda game, both this and Zelda 1, or Zelda 2, which is The Adventures of Link. I'd say these are the two, this game and The Adventures of Link, I kind of played it just because I felt like I had to play it as a completionist. I didn't really play it you know, and enjoy it for what it was. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Like, yeah, these games weren't too fun. If they didn't have Zelda in the title, I don't think I would play it at all, to be honest, these games whatsoever. And that may sound kind of weird or messed up in a way, but it's the truth. And okay, we managed to escape the P-hats there and head up this secret wall. Yes, this also may seem pretty random. And hey, guess what? It's a secret to everybody. Also a pretty common phrase that originated from this game. So yeah, when you do look at it, this game did start a lot of certain things, you know, that define the series, as well as certain phrases that we hear within the series as well. So it's always fun to come and just look at and overall just play. But okay, let's quickly run away from the P-hats because yeah, I don't want to die. And actually, let me see if we can maybe get ourselves a heart or something. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is not good. Come on, give me a heart. Okay, really? Nothing? I'm just going to ignore anything in front of me because, yeah, I'm going to die at this rate if I keep trying to fight off these enemies. Because overall, I'm not really good at the controls. Like I said, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to. But I feel like it's good to replay this and kind of see how everything started, you know, the original Legend of Zelda, what started the series as a whole. And now we want to quickly run past that enemy because he'll kill us in a hit. And we want to get this. This is, I believe, the white sword, and you actually need 2 heart containers to obtain it. You're not able to pick it up without 2 heart containers. I believe the game wants you, like, after the second dungeon to pick it up, but, you know, if you manage to know where the heart containers are, you can kind of skip all of that and get it straight up, and that's what I did, and I'm kind of doing that on purpose, because, you know, like I said, this game, not the best in controls. I'm going to get myself killed here. Hopefully, we can find something. Come on. Really, Tektites? No hearts for me? Just 1, please? Okay, well, we killed him, but he didn't drop anything either. And this Tektite's most likely going to drop nothing as well. Sweet! Well, guys, I'm pretty low on HP, and I'm going to get hit by a rock. Okay, thank God we didn't get hit there. This is not a good start for this, but I'm going to manage, guys. We're going to make it through some way or another. Oh, man. Okay. We got this, guys. So, yeah, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to make my way back kind of to the beginning of the game, honestly. And no! So, here we are, you know, back. Nothing happened particular. I managed to find some hearts. I didn't die or anything, but I'm going to die. Yeah. But, okay, anyways, I want to continue hitting back down a couple screens because there's more things to pick up, especially with with the rupees we're collecting, there's something I'm going to want to buy before the very first dungeon. And pretty much I'm trying to get a lot of side quests out of the way so I can focus on the dungeons mainly, because, you know, this game doesn't really have much dialogue or anything going on for it. You just kind of do what you want to do. And yeah, it's just like, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. If you don't, then you're just most likely going to get lost or try to tackle the wrong dungeon or something like that. But anyways, went ahead and purchased this, which is the blue candle, and with it we can now burn trees and stuff. Cool, huh? Right, guys? Not entirely, because more secrets pretty much. And actually, let me go ahead and equip it so I can show off how it's used. Luckily, we don't need magic or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and worry about HP again, aren't I? There we go, a fairy. Fairies can appear and they'll heal you. Not full HP, but they'll heal you a good amount, so I'm happy with that. Whatever. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and continue onwards. And we still want to collect rupees. We don't really need to try to collect too much, but I still need to keep out that I want rupees, because like I said, I'm going to be buying something later on. Anyways, let's go ahead and torch this, and hopefully it didn't really hit. And also, there's a lot of enemies on the screen, so maybe it's a good thing that happened. All right, let's try again. There we go. And now, by torching that tree, it's a secret to everybody. We got ourselves another 100 rupees from, you know, a random secret. And pretty much these rupees are hooking us up big time, because there's a lot of areas that you can find like 20 rupees, but if you know where these secrets are, and why am I getting hit so easily? This shouldn't be happening. It's really annoying. I'm most likely going to play this game after this episode off screen and try to get used to it a bit, because I haven't played this game since my original Let's Play that I never finished, which I'm sure a lot of you guys may be wondering about why I'm not continuing it. And the reason why I'm not is because I'd rather just restart it, since it's been so long since that LP to begin with, so I don't really see a point in just resuming it, because like 3 years, I feel like overall my voice has changed, and I have just in general changed. And plus, I think in general, coming into this and knowing Breath of the Wild and knowing what Nintendo is doing and just playing this game again is going to be overall really fun, just to see how far Nintendo has come and changed overall. But alright, let's go ahead and head inside this cave here, where we find an old lady. Now, she's not telling us anything, but if you decide to take out your little paper that you got from the old man, he tells you to show it to the old lady, and if you do, she'll give you medicine, or at least she'll offer you medicine. I don't need the medicine, of course, so we're gonna go ahead and leave. I mean, I could really use the medicine for another time, like what I'm doing right now, how I'm just constantly hurting myself, but no, I'm not. Hey, look, a heart. Okay, finally. Now the game drops some hearts. That's what I'm talking about. Also a bomb. I could maybe use that, whatever. Okay. Anyways, this here we want to go ahead and light it. The third tree. And we found another secret to everybody. And this is another 100. Now we have exactly the amount we needed to get what I want. And that is 250. And we're going to be able to get a really cool upgrade. Now, if you want to heal up, if you happen to be struggling like I am, you can head up here and there'll be a fairy that will heal you up, I believe, fully, unlike the fairies that come from enemies. And that is honestly really nice, but I am not going to bother with it because we have pretty decent HP. Okay, what I want to do now, and hey, look, okay, we got a heart. Man, these Zolos are so annoying. I don't know why they just have to spawn everywhere. But with the 250 rupees, and actually the max amount of rupees are 255, so pretty much with your whole wallet except 5. And I like how the guy just says, boy, this is really expensive. Yeah, you want to buy the really expensive thing, which is this. It's a blue ring, and pretty much it's going to upgrade us to where the second we walk out and it loads a new screen, Link is actually bluish white. Like the color, you can't really call it blue, but you can't really call it white. It's kind of in between, but yeah, pretty much now Link's tunic is no longer green, and now we have a cool defense stat buff, which is gonna be pretty helpful. And yeah, I don't really mind it at all. I mean, I kind of need it because these enemies have been packing quite the punch, if you ask me. But anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and make our way straight to the first temple, within the game. I think we are currently set with items and everything, and man, this Zolo is really getting on my nerves. But alright, let's go ahead and burn this. We're gonna find another heart container. Yeah, we are grabbing all this. May seem really random how I'm just constantly picking them up, and that is because they're meant to be secrets, and I don't really know how the game expects you to originally find them. I just have it memorized from playing this game when I was younger, and I'm sure I used a guide or something, but I don't really remember. Overall, like I said, this game just feels really outdated. Why did that happen? Alright, anyways, we have made it. I mean, I'm going to have fun replaying through this game, and it's going to be an interesting challenge overall to do so, because, yes, this game is the first Zelda game, and we're going to be able to play the game that Nintendo has been wanting to make since this very first Zelda game, which is Breath of the Wild. It's going to be the actual first open-world Zelda game that's gonna be what this was meant to be, essentially. Obviously, Nintendo way back could not make anything like what they're making now, because technology was nothing like what it was, you know, then and now. So yeah, times have changed, and it's crazy to see how bad and, you know, outdated this game looks, and then look at Breath of the Wild, which looks like it's actual real life. Or not necessarily like realistic in that sense, but it looks real, and I mean, it has its own art style to look real. So yeah, in general, just graphically, gameplay, everything, like the series, everything, Nintendo has come so far. All of gaming has come so far. So yeah, it's just nice to kind of look back and appreciate the old school games. But anyways, I've been ZeldaMaster. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we're going to be taking on the first dungeon within the game. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!